Yeah, I got it.
And there's another streaming if you want to watch.
Alright, man.
Yeah, hey, it's cool if I turn mine off since he's going to.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
alright.
I'm trying to get some food.
I'm just changing. There we go.
Here we go. I'm on white.
Alright.
I don't want to let some people wear the same color. I hate when people do that.
No, you're good.
91 of our team. Wow, this is good. Man, you lucky you got the Panthers, man. They're a good team. I know, let's get the video next match.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hurt about that one.
Man, did you hear about Kobe Bryant dead? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I know. You know what, man? What's killing me is all they talking about is Kobe Bryant. They ain't talking about his daughter. That little 13-year-old girl got killed.
You know why? Because Kobe's a legend, the GOAT.
It don't make no difference. That little baby, man. I'd rather talk about her than talk about Kobe. Kobe was gonna be fine because he was a grown man. That girl was a young girl,
Charlotte,
man.
North Carolina, at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing
They're
like
missing
the
us sometime,
fanfare
but
of
all they talk about is Kobe. Kobe don't say nothing about that child. Yeah, 9 people on. I don't even know why 9 people were on the helicopter.
As their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina
Yeah, that's a lot of people to put on a helicopter, man.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You don't hear that many people on a helicopter. That's 9 people. Boy, that's a lot of people.
How many little people you could fit on a helicopter?
I don't know. I ain't know you could get that many on a helicopter. You know when you see movies and shit, you see about 3 or 4 people on a helicopter. You don't see much more than that.
That's caught by the big tight end,
9 people in there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Griffith. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. From the 39, Stafford. This is caught by Antonio Brown.
I did that because I thought it was intercepted.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. They'll run on 1st down. Griffith. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when
how the hell you get Antonio Brown? You want to see how you got
take the bait and move laterally and open up a place that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run probing now to try and get things done later.
Hey, Barbara Wade, you teach me how to play Madden.
You better learn how to play your own damn game, worry about everything else. That's why you can't win. You worry about too much stuff. You worry about everything. Mother worry about everything but his game. I don't understand that. You do it all the time, man. Oh, my Lord.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Whoa.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line.
Man, you do the hard thing.
Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, but you don't have to go. You don't have to go all the way to the top of the bar, man.
The Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry. Y'all
got to realize when you go to the top of that bar, that motherfucker gonna come down real fast. If you stop before you get to the top, it'll come down slow. The further to the top, the faster that motherfucker gonna come down.
Still having your linebackers set the edge.
Why can't it be the other way around?
No, ain't no other way around. Oh, shit, I got a game play, man. Motherfucker sent me in, but
on 2nd and 9.
I've been waiting on him.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Who do you play?
4 yards on the completion, and it's
I'm playing no league.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play.
Yeah, I've been waiting on this secondary.
He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Flag, coach.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. Finding room inside the 40. Completes it to Benjamin. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, it's Griffith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, another free safety coming up and making the big-time play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw downfield.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. From just shy of midfield, Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line.
Occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't play the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 1st down Lions on a pickup.
He did beat Green Bay the other day.
I feel like everybody's surprised about that.
You know, you should have heard that boy in the car. That boy was hooping and hollering and shit like someone stole something from him. Shit.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far.
He didn't like that shit when you punt the ball
going to change in
down
that
there
area.
and it bounced off his helmet.
Oh, no, I remember that. It bounced. Well, first of all,
it happened in y'all's game, and then it happened to the same guy when he played K11. He was pissed.
I saw it again. I watched him and K11 game, but when it happened with us, he wasn't even going after the ball, so I was confused, and then it just like hit off his helmet, and then like went down out the court, and he had like 50 seconds, so he couldn't really do anything. But his clock management wasn't good either. I think he was down like 3 with 4 minutes left, and he punted it to me instead of going for it. So I was kind of like, well. So I think actually after that point, I got a safety, so I went up 5. And then drained the clock a little bit, and then he got the ball again. But I mean, you can't do nothing really with that.
Stafford, that'll be taken in by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll try the left side. It's Griffith. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's McKissick. Down right around the 25. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said,
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Unfortunately.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now
really bad
first and
today,
10 at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup, 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This one has been wonders in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Newton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Newton now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here we go on 4. Newton. Got a man, it's right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
On 4th down, Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Look at this, buddy.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On 1st down, Griffith. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see
rush coming, and he's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just had their first one of this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Great.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. 30, past the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 74 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Stafford. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now.
Hey, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before the break. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. They're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Newton on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield.
Doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They just yielded a touchdown on the other end. Now they'll be trying to answer the bell and get a score of their own.
It's their opportunity to match. Can they do exactly what they just saw happen to them? Go down the field and score a touchdown. And to me, the best way to do it, look at your play sheet coordinator and call plays for guys that make the best plays for you. Go to the guys that you know can get the ball down to the end zone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Throwing is Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Stafford now to throw. This will be caught by Brown. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Newton. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They fake the give. Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Touchdown, Carolina! 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano for the extra point.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown.
Past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
Well, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Bruce Irvin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Kid had a ton of success here so far.
I believe
Did
so.
you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even
I
on that one, there was
almost
a little
beat
bit of a
your
hold that closed here
enemy
quickly
score
at the
today.
end.
I lost by 3 fucking points. Yeah, fumbled the fucking ball and he fucking won the fucking game.
Off play action. Newton.
Oh,
And that
that's how I plan
is
on to bust his
incomplete.
ass.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that time.
That's who I play. No, Skeet.
3rd and 2. Newton.
Yeah.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. It's Griffin. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. Griffin. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3/4. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I played
just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course.
Most of my
He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
Was at a 93.
Putting on the pressure,
The rest of
backside being
I
ball
ran that
hawks and
ball
picking
on the
passes
whole.
off.
I think I had like
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
That damn
It's the
6'6"
Carolina
receiver.
first down on a gain of 16.
That he was good when I was playing school. He was like at a 60s. Yeah. Yeah, he's got, I think he's up at 80 overall now. His routes are up, catching's up.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time.
It's
Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
89 speed, 87. He's like a tight end, but
something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
He's all up in the
tell you
green
one
now.
thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is
I really didn't need to
run it.
put
It's
points on him, but I was like,
that
well,
didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a
I
yard and leads to a 3rd down.
What an advantage on the league guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Brown.
That motherfucker got another win.
The new season.
Shit, he
And
got,
the Lions use the
he
short
got
field to their
Donzo.
advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, now is Prater to kick.
No, he played Donzo pulled out of the pocket, threw the ball.
So that one will be accepted. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10
He
at the
just
40.
went out of bounds.
They'll run with McCaffrey.
Donzo's
From the 40
Oh, no, Donzo's
for a gain of 5.
Super obvious.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives. So no surprise at all. They decided to start with a running play. Actually, a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
They got Kane going to beat him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
He's having a 4-game losing streak against the Buccaneers.
Here's Newton. Looking long for Thomas.
Blues got.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by
Blues going to have 3 wins.
And his crew
if he actually
take
plays
over
time
the
to
football
go.
at the 35-yard line.
Time to go should be.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
But anyway, but see, I'm talking about it's from week 5 to week 8. He plays the Bucs. He ain't going to beat X-Max Reds. He ain't going to beat Barbara Wood. He's not going to beat Big Guy Game, and he sure ain't going to beat me.
Some on 2nd and 13.
And then he goes on a bye week camp. Brady's got to play skin dog.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He ain't going to the playoffs.
A gain of 20 and a 1st down. Stafford now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. 20.
Yeah. Blue is a
34 yards
hard
there and a 1st down.
I do too.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the 1st half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
I beat Green Bay when I was the Bears. I beat him. He beat me once.
1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He beat me once. I beat him. He went in the wild card, and I beat him in the wild card.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
I didn't leave. The Patriots, Canada Bird, that's the first time. That's about 19.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Brady. He got kicked out of the left guy.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10
Went from there,
at the 20.
Then to the Eagles, then to the 49ers, then to the 9-20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Going deep for Benjamin. Guy's man complete. Calvin Benjamin. He will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play, 80 yards.
Troy's going to win
to
that whole
recap.
thing.
It certainly is.
He'll make the playoffs at 10-6 or something.
Yeah, 10-6 might not even make the playoffs, though. So
yeah, depends on how the NFC plays out.
In this game, I would have
you know what? I hope I make the damn playoffs and me and Cannon Brady playing the wild card.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands?
Cannon Brady is going to the Super Bowl.
Do you have that supreme confidence? He's going to turn things around.
We'll see what they do. Now a throw left sideline. Here's complete. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Did you play swoop? Oh, I beat him once. It's him.
Stafford on 1st down. Open man.
I know it's him in school.
And
the most, to me, you got to
shy of the 40.
Focus when you're
The
playing
catch
them
and
two
run,
guys.
good for 18 and a 1st down.
Like, especially school.
So
He's very decision on what he does, and if you let him get away from you,
42
like that ball,
they'll try the left side.
You ain't gonna come back.
And he's going to be
I've never played school.
35, gain of 7. So they'll come up after the game
Goal
of 7
line.
on a 2nd
Goal
and
line
3.
coaches football. He
Just
knows
2 minutes
defense
remaining
very
in
well.
the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
He's a good player.
They'll keep it on the ground.
See, Rams squad, he's crushed too.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first.
That 19, I was up in the playoffs with him. I blew him out in the playoffs, but he blew me out in the regular season.
Off the bootleg.
We were up in, that's when I was on the Patriots that
fourth time today. Picked off at the 21. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Listen, you're in school.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still have your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in
I
the
started
NFL,
running the stretch, and I went out right on the side, right before the left tackle started cutting through. And Cool was sitting there like, how the fuck are you doing that?
And none of that did the starting quarterback ever
he was trying to stop my run to make me throw the ball so he can run the game.
Lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison.
Said, come and get it.
Able
He
to
got it,
collapse
though.
the pocket,
Fourth
get
quarter,
to
4
him,
minutes
and
left.
dropping for a loss of a yard.
If I could have got 15 more yards in that ball to drive, I would have kicked that field goal.
A really good pick at the 28 yards.
I was up in the fourth quarter by a touchdown. And he fumbled the fucking ball, and he picked it up, ran back for a touchdown.
That, and it means you really didn't miss
Then I was driving back.
Usually very accurate.
Then I had to punt
Getting
it.
to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked
It was
up.
fourth down on my 20.
Here, and he's going to go down.
Look what's going
Back at
on.
about the 37-yard
I know, but
line. Now the
shit.
Panthers going to use the first of their
I
timeouts.
punted the ball hoping I could stop
Their
it.
first, they've got two
Y'all
more to
had
use
one
here in the final
timeout
stages.
Don't worry about it. I'll get him next time.
Throwing here,
Next
Newton.
time. I know how to play it now.
Open man is Samuel,
I
complete.
beat school before that race. Like the matches you know you play.
Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
Well, there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL.
Did you
We
look
hear
to
it
see
all
what
the
your
time.
overall
We
was?
know that it's difficult.
When we were doing it
But
after
guess
we
who's
did points?
smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again
Really?
next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach. He
Lions are
wants
that
them to feel
bad?
good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one. What's the message if you're a coach? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. In there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defense.
You too. Good job.